switch it up today. I normally don't eat my first meal until around 11:30 noon, break my fast with a huge smoothie, and then have a big dinner. Today I was just in the mood for some pancakes. These are flourless pancakes. All you're going to need is 1 ripe banana, a half cup of rolled oats. I think you can probably use any oats that you have, and some milk. I'm obviously using a plant-based milk. This is oat milk, but you could use almond milk, soy milk, regular milk, whatever you want. Technically, those are all the ingredients you need, but I kind of want to add some vanilla protein powder to this. This just will keep me fuller longer, and I love the vanilla taste that it adds to pancakes. And then I'm also just gonna add a dash of cinnamon. Since this is a small batch just for me, I'm using my small NutriBullet. I'm just blending that up until everything is a consistent batter. To cook these, I'm using my Always pan from Our Place. I will link it down below. A lot of you have been asking me recently how I love this pan. Whew. I'm gonna talk more about it later, but it is so good. It's one of my favorite pans that we have. I got the first one a couple months ago, and it's truly the best because it's so non-stick. You can totally use butter or an oil on the pan, which I do recommend if you're using most pans, unless you're using the Always pan like I am, because it's just so non-stick, you don't need it. So I'm just gonna pour little spoonfuls. I'm just kind of eyeballing it. I like to make little smaller pancakes, and I know when they're ready to flip when it starts to bubble. Then I'll flip it and then give it a minute or two. She's good to go. Besides being non-stick, the Always pan is also non-toxic, which is so important to me. There's no Teflon or anything, and I just love how multifunctional this pan is. It actually replaces up to 8 pieces of your traditional cookware, which is great for us because we have hardly any kitchen storage. So we ended up getting rid of a lot of our old cookware that we've had for years and years just because we don't need it anymore. So quick and easy to make. You can top it with a little dash of cinnamon. You could add some butter, maple syrup, sprinkle of nuts, some berries. Ta-da! I wish I could just pretend for a minute that I could make a normal pancake for once in my life, but this is as good as it's gonna get. You guys, I can never make a pancake a perfect circle. How do you do it? Also, the batter made like 6 more pancakes on top of this. Just gonna pour some agave. It smells so good. They're so good. I can't believe there's no flour in this. Like, it's just so easy to make. Ever since I went plant-based, I love not cooking with eggs just because I never have to worry about like undercooking my eggs. I always got so terrified. I'll also link these plates down below as well. They are also from Our Place and they are so cute. I love how shallow they are. Gosh, I need to wash my hair today. I haven't worn straight hair in so long, but Sarah was just here visiting because we were working on our project that we were launching soon. So we had to shoot some stuff that I just, you know, with curly hair, you just never know. You never know how it's gonna turn out. Luckily with my routine, it's gotten more and more consistent, but I just couldn't risk it, could not risk it for the biscuit. I also tried some new coffee this morning. I got this in the mail, they sent this to me. It's called Jot. Have you heard of this? It's this little glass container. So the whole concept of this is just to make coffee really easy. On days that I'm lazy, I am just going to start using this. This is my first time trying it this morning. You just take a tablespoon of the concentrate, pour it in a cup. You add 8 ounces of water for regular filtered coffee or 8 ounces of milk if you want to do a latte. So I did 8 ounces of boiling water. I was expecting for some reason this concentrate to be like syrupy at the bottom because when I poured it in, it looked like syrup and I was terrified. But as soon as I put the hot water in, it just turned into like a regular, I need to move this camera. Like it just turned into regular coffee and it's so bizarre to me. It's really good though. Oh my gosh, I just realized I have, what? Do I need help? Let's just ignore that for a second. I was talking to one of you on Instagram, I think Brittany. She asked me about like cleaning the pan and if it ever gets like burnt marks. Personally for me, like sometimes it does get that, especially because I'm not using like butter or oil all the time, but this is what my pan looks like after I made all of those pancakes. And the Always pan comes with this sponge right here and it's so easy to clean. Like it comes right off and it doesn't get any marks. Like I've had this pan for months and you can't even tell. This sponge gets off everything so quick and easily. Obviously I would normally, and I'm going to after this, use some soap. But I just want to show you how easy this is to clean because I personally hate doing the dishes. We've had so many pans that just I have to like let soak overnight because they have so, like I cannot get everything off of the pan. This is just so easy. I'm gonna go do some work and I will see you for lunch. kept it super simple and refreshing for lunch today. I am not super hungry because of those protein pancakes have kept me full, but I needed something to hold me over until dinner. So I decided to make a really simple, refreshing smoothie. Not too many ingredients, nothing too crazy or anything. All I have in here is 1 medium banana, a handful of frozen mango, threw in a blender bomb, the goji coconut and acai flavor, so good, and a handful of baby spinach. Threw in some ice cubes and a cup of ice water and blended on up. So easy, so quick. It's just hitting the spot. Also, I found out what this is from. It's not food, it's my lilies. I'm an idiot. I was listening to a podcast with the creator of Blender Bombs. I loved her story about creating these and I thought it was just such a good idea. So now a little ambassador, which is exciting. But this is the first flavor that I've ever tried and I love it. If you've never heard of Blender Bombs, they are these little nutrient dense smoothie boosters. They just have really good minimal whole ingredients like nuts, seeds, coconut, acai, vanilla. If you want to try them out, Caitlin 10, I believe you get 10% off. I haven't tried them on their own yet, but I can tell the difference when I use these. It just reminds me of a smoothie that I used to get. You gotta try it, it's so good. That is my lunch, super simple. There's also leftovers in the Vitamix, so this can definitely serve 2, or you can enjoy just a couple glasses full, and we keep it super simple. We've made it to dinner, my favorite meal by far. I'm finally going to be sharing how I make my one pot pasta. I make this probably 1 to 2 times a week. And I am always sharing it on Instagram. You guys are always requesting that I do a video on it. I keep forgetting. It's just so simple that I feel like there's just no need, but now it's in video form. This recipe stems off of a lot that I saw on Pinterest, as well as Melissa Wood Health, Kenzie Burke. They all do pretty much this pasta, just kind of give or take the vegetables. I love this pasta because not only is it packed with protein, I'm so full. I can make a big batch just in my always pan so that I have a lot of leftovers for the rest of the week, whether it be for lunch or dinner. And this is also my go-to meal when I either don't know what to make or I need to use up a bunch of my vegetables before they go bad. That's just the beauty of this pasta. You can really throw in whatever vegetables you want and whatever you like. Let's go make it. I just wanted to note that you totally can make a 1-pot pasta with this, which is the coolest part, because like I said, this pan is meant to replace a lot of your existing cookware. But I will note the pasta that I'm making tonight is a lentil-based pasta, which cooks really, really quickly. I don't recommend, if you are using a lentil-based pasta, to necessarily do it in this pan. That's if you are adding veggies like I am doing for this recipe. But if you're just doing pasta and then adding the sauce in and like no veggies, you totally can do that. Regular pasta should be good to go. Lentil, maybe not. The pasta I am using tonight and most nights is the Bonza. They say to cook it 8 to 10 minutes. 6.5 minutes, that's literally all you need, or else it can get mushy really quickly. First things first, going to drizzle a little bit of olive oil. Then I'm gonna add in my Brussels sprouts. Also gonna add in some minced garlic. Don't judge me. The pan also comes with a spatula, which is very convenient. And then I'm just going to cover this for the time being so that that can steam a little bit. Also, my water is now boiling, so I'm going to add in my pasta. Just added in my pasta. You can add a sprinkle of sea salt if you want as well, but I'm going to put the timer at 6.5 minutes. All right, let's take this off. Now I'm going to add in my broccoli, and this is about half of the bag, adding in a little more garlic. And I like to use the spatula to break up the broccoli a little bit. I'll mix that together. And after a minute, I'm just going to put this cover on again just so that it cooks even faster. Now I'm going to squeeze in a little bit of lemon. Try not to get some seeds in it. And then once there's a minute left on my timer, I will just throw in some frozen peas directly to this pot and it will cook perfectly. And then I'm gonna add this pasta and peas directly to the pan. And then I'm gonna add in my sauce, and I'm obsessed. This is my favorite sauce ever. This is the Rao's homemade arrabbiata, so it's a little bit spicy, but they just make the best sauces. Cannot get enough, but any sauce is going to work. I also put my heat on low. Didn't have much sauce left in that one, so cracked open a fresh jar. Oh, baby. And before I mix this in, I'm actually going to throw in a couple handfuls of spinach. And this is also why I like to undercook my pasta a little bit just because you are going to have it on a low heat right now. You can totally add more sauce than this. I don't like my pastas too saucy for some reason. I don't know, I've always been that way, but feel free to add more if you like. I'm going to also just season this a little bit. So I'm gonna add in a little bit of salt. To give it a cheesy flavor, I like to add in some nutritional yeast, kind of like a plant-based cheese alternative, and it has vitamin B12 in it, which is great. Oh my gosh, I just realized I forgot to add in tomatoes. What am I doing? Okay, normally I would cook these tomatoes. I totally forgot, but we're just gonna disregard it. Also, the sauce has tomatoes in here as well. So I don't know if you noticed, I tend to under-season while I'm actually cooking because I would rather add salt afterward. I'll also add some black pepper, red pepper flakes, and sometimes if I'm feeling saucy, I will add some Tabasco on top, which I ran out. There's a lot left over, so love me some leftovers. Guys, I'm telling you, this is so good. Every single time. That is it for my what I eat in a day. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you want more of these from me, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and also let me know in the comments below. Thank you again to Our Place for sponsoring this video. I love your pans. I will link both of the colors that I have down in the description box below, as well as the plates, which are fantastic. And other than that, I hope you guys have a fabulous day, and I will see you in my next one. Mwah!
Please get back early.